Hello everyone. I've been given quite a bit of a challenge. This is a pie safe. It seems that we're looking at around 4 different layers of lead paint that's going to have to be removed. As you can notice, you can see the thickness of the lead paint itself, so it's going to have to use a pretty serious stripper. I was given this from an antique dealer, and I'm going to try and bring it back to its old style. One request, the caster wheels, we wanted to left in original condition, but I am going to go ahead and sand them to make them a little more round and get the gunk off. It's going to be a little hard. If you look around it, you'll notice that this is a whole bunch of punch tin, which is going to be quite troublesome getting the paint off. You notice here that I'm using the Festool Rotex 125, and even starting out at 80 grit, I was getting almost nowhere, even with the Rotex mode on. I started to realize that most likely I'm going to have to start filing different areas and seeing how bad it is. I managed to be able to do the corners with a nice file and also a chisel to kind of get a little bit more of an in-depth solution on how to take the rest of the paint off. I do want to also suggest that you're using methyl chloride free paint stripper. I went and picked some up over at my local hardware store, but until I was able to pick it up due to the holidays, I started filing away throughout the entire pie safe itself. I'm not going to be refinishing the bottom, we're going to leave that as is, but if you all stay tuned, you'll get to see day 2 of it. I will be putting out a different video in regards to the stripping on it. Hopefully we can get this back to its original condition. It seems that it's been passed down from many different generations, and hopefully we can get some good shots and show the inner beauty behind all of this paint. I'd say we're looking at about 3 to 4 days most likely to complete this project, with the waiting time for the stripper typically 45 minutes with normal oil-based strippers, but because we're doing a lead-based paint, at least under a couple of the layers, we're going to let it sit for about an hour. I've also picked up a Diablo 40 grit flat disc that will be able to erase quite a bit of it, and then I've got something a little bit lighter at 80 grit to mess with the punch tin. That is going to be probably the biggest challenge. And as you can see here, just from trying to thumb out as much of the paint as I could just to start it was quite a bit of a challenge. So stay tuned for the second video, and I should have a little more progress.